All right. Okay, Dallas is going to explain this problem. Go ahead, Dallas.
Well, see, both of these sides are congruent, and this side equals 8. So 3 times what minus 10 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18 minus 10 is 8.
So you got what?
8.
8 is the answer. Thank you. I'm going to write down what he said.
X equals 6.
X equals 6. Okay. He says that angle 1 and angle 2 are congruent. How do we know angle 1 and 2 are congruent?
Because it says so.
No. It says that this line right here, this ray, is an angle bisector, which means these two are congruent, right?
Because it's right there in that little track.
Okay. If angle 1 equals 3x minus 10, so if this is 3x minus 10 and angle 2 equals 8, we know that we can write an equation that shows that these two are equal. And if these two are equal, then we can solve this equation, add 10 to both sides. What? 6. So x is equal 6. Now, did we answer the question? What did it ask us to find? X. Did we find x? Yeah. What if it asks us to find the angle? Well, we already know the angle's 8, right? Okay, moving on. We are going to answer questions on the homework assignment. Who has questions on the homework assignment? Okay. You want to see how to do some of these problems? Okay, go. Okay. What question? 18. Okay, in triangle DEF. Let's draw a picture of it. We have triangle DEF. EC is an angle bisector. Okay. If that's an angle bisector, what do we know is congruent? DEC and CEF, those two angles right there, right? Those two angles are congruent. Okay. If measure of angle CEF equals 2x plus 10, CEF would be this one, 2x plus 10. And measure of angle DEC, which is this one over here, is equal to x plus 25. Then it says find angle DEC. So I'll find this angle right here, right? Okay, well, this is kind of like the bell work, a little bit different. What's an equation we can write for this? That is right, Haley. Those two are equal to each other, so we just set them up equal to each other. What would I do to solve this? Okay, well, let's get the x's on the same side. How would I do that? Minus 2x or minus x, I like to keep the x positive. So so we'd minus x. So that gives us x plus 10 over here, right? Minus 10. Our answer? Is that what it's looking for? No. What's it asking for? The degree measure of what? Of angle DEC. Here's angle DEC. What, times 15 by 15? Huh? Well, no, because what we did is we found 15. Do you understand how we did that? And all we have to do is plug 15 in for x. 15 plus 25 is 40. So this angle is 40 degrees right here. That's all you have to do is plug it in. back to the equation. Okay? Any other questions? Ready to correct it? On 8? How do you do number 8? You weren't here, were you? Find the measure of angle 3 if measure angle BAC is 38. Well, up above there, if you read up above there, it says that in the triangle ABC, do you see triangle ABC? Okay, it says that BD bisects triangle angle ABC. So CBD, CBD. Okay, BD bisects angle ABC, that angle where B is the vertex. That means it cuts it into two congruent halves. So guess what we know about angle 1 and 2? They're congruent, right? And so it says if find measure of angle 3, which is this one down here. Oh, it also says that AE, do you see AE? Bisects BAC. So 3 and 4 are congruent because that one's bisected, right? So if angle 3 is third, find measure of angle 3 if BAC would be 3 plus 4 right there, is 38. And 3 and 4 are congruent. Yep, you got it. Divide 38 by 2 and you have... Got it? Any other questions? All right, everybody, pass your paper to someone else. Okay, so the objective is to learn properties of isosceles triangles. And we have parts of an isosceles triangle. Remember that those two congruent sides. The parts of an isosceles triangle, there's the two legs that are the congruent sides, the vertex angle where the two congruent sides meet, the base side where a leg and a base meet. Hey, any questions on that? Do any of you guys ever watch these videos? Has anybody ever watched them? Yeah, you do, Elisa? Okay, good. Hey, by the way, my audio cuts out lately, and I don't know. I think there's a short in this wire, so if it does, you can kind of watch it. I need to get a new one, I think. Okay, we're going to use patty paper to construct an I do have students in some of my classes watch these videos every Yeah, even when they are in here, because like in pre-calculus, that's weird. Cause are you saying my voice is bad, Kate? No, I know. I wouldn't want to listen to my voice. I listen to my voice on those things and I laugh. So. Everybody else is used to hearing you, but you're not used to hearing yourself, so you always sound funny. All right. These two theorems right here is what we learned by doing that patty paper exercise. And we know that that line segment that goes from the vertex angle down to the base is all of those. Okay, all of those. Okay. I'm moving on. Okay, we're going to do a couple examples, and I'll give you a few minutes to do part of this assignment. Okay, find x and y in this example. Notice what it says about EG. What is EG? It's an angle bisector. Also notice that there's two congruent marks on this. So what kind of triangle is the big triangle? It's an isosceles. You can see that this is congruent to this. So triangle DEF is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so we know that since that's an angle bisector, these two are congruent. We know that this line right here is what? Since it's an angle bisector, what else is it? It's an altitude. These two things are congruent. It's all four of those things, right? So knowing all that, does it allow me to find x and y? I know this is 49 degrees. I know that's 90. What would y be? 90. Why? Okay, both sides are 90. Okay, if this is 90, if this is 49 and this is 90, can we find that angle? How do I do that? Okay, or we can just subtract 49 from 90, right? Because this is already 90. Half of 90 is 90, so this one and this one have to add up too. So what's 90 minus 49? 41. So what does that make this angle? So this is 41 and this is 90. What is that angle over there? 49. So, by the way, these turn into little puzzles after a while, where you can do these little puzzles. If you know one thing, like we knew this, we also knew that was an angle bisector. Just knowing those two things, this angle, and then that's an angle bisector right there, you can figure out all the angles on this on these two triangles, right? Okay, here we go. Next. Find x and y in this example. Find x and y in this example. So y is 50 degrees. Why? Y is base angles of an isosceles. This is an isosceles triangle, isn't it? So base angles are congruent. What about this? So this is 65. Why? Base angles of this isosceles triangle are congruent. Pretty easy stuff, right? Okay. Okay, we're going to learn another theorem here. If two angles of a triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite those angles are congruent. So what's congruent here? If the base angles are congruent, then the sides are congruent. It's just, this one right here is called the converse of that first one we had. It just switched the hypothesis and conclusion around. So if two angles of triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite those angles are congruent. That's just opposite of what we said last time. So if you given two angles that are congruent, you know those two sides are congruent. Okay? We're going to do one more example, and then I'm going to let you guys work on this assignment. I'm going to have to do it really quickly because we're going to do 2 lessons today, remember. 2 lessons. We have to. We have to do 2 lessons next time, too. And then we're going to take a test on Wednesday next week. Because it's almost the end of the quarter and we got to get Chapter 6 done. I'm a little bit behind. We should finish Chapter 6 before the end of the quarter and we'll be fine. Actually, we should have finished Chapter 7, but well, I've been taking it easy on you, I have to admit. So I should have been doing a couple lessons a day more. Okay, here we go. Next one. Look at this right here. What kind of triangle is this? How do we know that? These two legs are congruent, right? What do we know about angle B, you guys? It's congruent to angle A, so it's 48. Yeah? Because the base angles in isosceles triangle are congruent. Okay, now it says find measure of angle C. How are we going to find measure of angle C? Okay, what's 48 plus 48?
84. No, 94.
It's 94, right? No. It's 96. 96, sorry. Okay, 96. Okay? So what's this one up here?
That's going to be 84.
Yeah, 84. 84 degrees. Okay. Also find AC and BC. How can we find AC? AC is this segment, AC. BC is this one. How can I find them? No, those are angles right there. We're looking for sides now. Yeah, Yeah, we know these two sides are congruent. We can make an equation. 4x minus 6x from both sides. What do we get? Negative 2x equals negative 5. Then do what? Divide by negative 2. What do we get? X equals? Okay, we get negative 5 halves, which is negative 2.5, right? Now, is that what it told us to find? What? What do we do wrong? Oh, I divided by negative 2. So it's positive 2.5. And besides that, yeah, positive 2.5. You're right. Okay, now, how can I find angle side of AC and BC? Because we don't have it yet. Yep. 4 times 2.5 is what? About 10. Think of a quarter. 2.5 is a quarter of 10, right? And so this one's also 10 because they're equal, right? But we could check. 6 times 2.5 minus 5 would give us the answer. 6 times 2.5 would be 15. 15 minus 5 is 10. Okay. That's how you would do those. Okay, I want you as quickly as you can. As quickly as you can, do 6 through 23. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to work on this, and then I'll give you the other lesson. 10 minutes. Okay? Right here. Are congruent. You gotta tell somebody. Tell these guys. No. Two things. We got about 30. Here we go. Just a second. Congruent to leg angle. How many of you had leg? Congruent to hypotenuse leg? Got HF? Got that one? Partner, someone got this? Leg, 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 right? Time you name angles is acute angles, okay? One of the acute, not the right angle. The right angle we're already we don't know. We don't have enough side. These are information. We don't know if it's enough. These. You are close. You need to do well. Like turn this off.